Good day, everybody. It is Tuesday, the 26th. Crazy things have happened in this tournament so far. Things we expected, things we didn't expect. We're going to go over not every game. We're just going to go over some of the surprises. I didn't get to do a show last week. Got a family in. So this is going to be kind of like a quick overview, review, whatever you want to call it. We'll go over baseball, softball, things that happened there. A lot of news as of this is going back to last week, so some of this is old news, but a lot of coaching changes, a lot of crazy things going on. Let's get to it right now. Before we start, hit that subscribe button, wherever it is. All right, so here we go. Like I said, some of this is old news, is from last week, but hey, FAU, Dusty May, he gets a 5-year deal as the new basketball coach of Michigan. Remember the guy who got rid of Juwan Howard? Well, FAU's Dusty May. He's going to be the new Michigan basketball coach. Bill Self admitted, KU's Bill Self admitted his mind has been on next season all last month. Kind of showed at times, didn't it? It really did. Georgia running back Trevor Etienne, I think that's how you say his name, Etienne, arrested for DUI and reckless driving early Sunday morning. Georgia football driving woes continue even now. Michigan D-line coach Greg Scruggs, remember he got that DUI last week? He went ahead and resigned. Guess he decided he wasn't going to stick around and face all the criticism. Clemson, they sued the ACC. Well, the ACC filed a countersuit against Clemson. So they're suing each other, trying to figure out what's going on and with all that mess there. Head basketball coach of Washington State, Kyle Smith. He's leaving, going to Stanford now. SMU, they fired their head coach, Rob Lanier. Rice hires him. So I guess, I'll be honest with you, even though Rice is down the road, I don't know who their coach was, but I'm guessing he's not very good if they're hiring a guy that SMU fires. So, head coach Dorian DeVries, he's leaving Drake, going to West Virginia. South Carolina's top scorer, Michie Johnson, he has entered the transfer portal. Vanderbilt, they named their new head coach. It is James Madison's Mark Byington. He's going to leave James Madison, go to Vanderbilt. Utah State head coach Danny Sprinkle. He is now going to be the new head coach at Washington. And Dan D'Antoni, after 10 seasons at Marshall, he is out. They're looking for a new coach. The weird, crazy, shouldn't be surprised that he said this, but anyway, Deion Sanders, he's in the news. He says his son, Shedeur Sanders, and two-way star Travis Hunter, they're going to decide where they're going in the draft, not to the traditional way that's been done for years. He says certain cities ain't going to happen. Is it really his decision? I mean, if they decide they want to go play at some NFL team offering them, $20 million a year that's bottom of the barrel, as opposed to a good team that's only going to pay them $15 million a year, that's a good team, shouldn't they decide if they want to go make the most money or play for a championship? I think it's just Deion being Deion in the offseason. Got to have some kind of attention going his way, I guess. All right, so like I said, we're not going to go over all these games. Just some things that surprised me, some things that stuck out, some things that didn't surprise me. Number 14 Oakland over number 3 Kentucky. It was kind of a surprise because this year you didn't know what Kentucky team you were going to get. There are some weeks you got full blood on Kentucky basketball as you've seen for decades. And then the next game, you'd get a game where they sleptwalk through the whole game. I did, however, thought that when they got to the tournament, they would turn it on and be the Kentucky we've known for decades. Didn't happen. So, also Oakland hitting 15 three-pointers. That didn't help Kentucky's word either. So, kind of surprised, kind of not surprised over that. Gonzaga over McNeese. This wasn't a surprise that Gonzaga won. This was more of a surprise to McNeese because, as I said earlier, we're going to see what McNeese is made out of. They mowed through their conference. They had, only 3 or 4 losses in the regular season. I said when they get to this tournament, we're going to really see what they were made of, and we saw. Lost by 21 to Gonzaga. So McNeese rolled through their conference, got to the tournament, hit some of these big teams, and said, oh, well. Number 11, Duquesne over number 6, BYU. I thought BYU was going to win this game. Duquesne got 19 points off of turnovers, so that didn't help BYU any. Number 11, Oregon over number 6, South Carolina. I thought the Gamecocks would win this one. Oregon shot 60% from the field, though. So, number 11, NC State over number 6, Texas Tech. I thought Texas Tech would win that one. But when you shoot 39% from the field, a lot of times you're not going to come out on top. Number 7, Dayton over number 10, Nevada. I thought Nevada. I thought Nevada was going to win this game. They were winning by 9 at halftime. Dayton is a damn good team, but I thought Nevada would win that game. And, of course, they did. Number 7, Texas over number 10, Colorado State. I thought Colorado State would win. Texas is one of those teams where sometimes during the season you just couldn't figure them out. But Colorado State played a horrible first half, and that kind of probably did them in. Friday, I think this one probably shocked a lot of people. Although, if you pay attention to college basketball religiously, you'll know the Ivy League does have some good basketball teams. Number 13, Yale over number 4, Auburn. Yale, first bad half, but they really turned it on in the second half. Actually had 6 less fouls than Auburn. But even though, like I said, Ivy League's got some damn good basketball teams, I really thought Auburn would win this game. I didn't think Yale would have enough for it, but anyway. Number 12, James Madison over number 5, Wisconsin. Knew James Madison was a good team, but Wisconsin, Big Ten team, they've been not only they're a football school, but they've been a basketball school for years too. Kind of surprising. At the same time, Wisconsin, kind of like Kentucky, they were on some parts of the season. Other parts of the season, they were sleeping. It's like, well, what's going on here? So, kind of surprising, kind of not surprising. Number 12, Grand Canyon beating St. Mary's really surprised me. I really thought St. Mary's was going to win this game. But Grand Canyon, 17 points off of turnovers. That doesn't help. Didn't think Clemson was going to beat New Mexico. I really didn't. I thought Lobos would win. It was apparent at halftime that they wouldn't because they were down 14 points in that game. So that one was kind of weird. Number 10, Colorado beating number 7, Florida. This game to me is more of a flip a coin. Whoever you call, that's who's going to win the game. They're just kind of even out. But seeing all these SEC teams go down, these top of the tier SEC teams going down this past week has been crazy. Number 9, Northwestern over number 8, Florida Atlantic. I really thought the Owls would win. But the overtime period, that was their Achilles heel. Northwestern outscored them 19-7. Saturday, I thought Oakland beating Kentucky, that would really light a fire under them. They'd be on it. Maybe that's going to be the Cinderella team this year. Almost did, but no dice. Lost in overtime, 13-7. So Oakland's dream game. Maybe they still had a hangover from that Kentucky game. Who knows? And then Sunday, number 4, Duke beat number 12, James Madison. I didn't necessarily think James Madison would win that game, but I thought they would play a lot better than they did, and they didn't. And then Texas A&M taking U of H to overtime. That last 3-point shot there at the buzzer, I was like, man, these guys could win this game. And they almost did. I mean, they played hard. And during this game, I wasn't sure that A&M would win this game because being an Aggie fan back in January into February, I was like, there's no way this team's going to make the tournament. Went on a tear like they've done before. Did it. So I didn't think they were going to win this game. I thought U of H eventually was going to pull out and just start pulling away from the Aggies. They didn't. Aggies hung in there. A lot of missed free throws on both sides of the ball. So that kind of kept A&M in it. But, hey, I'm happy. Hell of a run for A&M. Nice though. All right, so that is the quick surprise, whatever other game. All right, so let's move on to baseball. Go back to last Monday, baseball and softball. Softball, Ole Miss beat number 2 LSU 9-2. Number 20 Arkansas beat Texas A&M Commerce 8-0. Tuesday, baseball upsets. Jacksonville beat number 6 Florida 7-6. Jacksonville, Masters and Spielman 2-run singles each. Florida, 18 strikeouts, but it took 8 pitchers to get there. NC State beat number 13 Coastal Carolina 9-8. NC State's, see if I can say his name right, Markazuritz, Cozart, Pennington all hit solo home runs. Sosa, 2 RBI singles. Number 15 Dallas Baptist beat number 17 Oklahoma 6-0. Softball, Tulsa beat number 6 Oklahoma State 3-0. Wednesday, really no baseball upsets. Softball had a few. Number 2 Texas beat number 18 Florida State 10-0. Crazy seeing Florida State and softball ranked that low. Usually they're right in the top 5 somewhere. Number 25 South Carolina beat number 11 Clemson 6-4 in 12 innings. South Carolina's Cummings, she had solo home run and an RBI single in that one. And Texas State beat number 14 Texas A&M 4-3. Thursday baseball, number 1 Arkansas beat number 23 Auburn 1-0. Not a good week for Auburn sports. Number 7 Texas A&M beat Mississippi State 6-3. 11-10 BYU beat 17-7 Texas Tech 8-5. Softball, there were really no upsets there. Friday baseball. There's some good games on this weekend baseball. I had the TV on basketball. I had the tablet on baseball because there's some good baseball games on. Number 1 Arkansas beat number 23 Auburn 6-5, despite Auburn having more hits in that game. Number 5 LSU beat Florida 6-1, and then choked away the rest of the series, as we'll see here in a minute. Number 21 Mississippi State beat number 7 Texas A&M 5-1. NC State beat number 9 Duke 4-3. UTSA beat number 10 East Carolina 4-2. Delaware beat number 22 Campbell 10-8. Cal Poly beat number 25 UC Santa Barbara 8-3. Friday softball, number 1 Oklahoma beat number 19 Baylor 8-1. Number 16 Missouri beat number 3 LSU 10-9. BYU beat number 6 Oklahoma State 11-8. Number 10 Florida beat number 23 Kentucky 10-2 in 5 innings. Number 9 Washington beat number 13 UCLA 6-5. Number 15 Alabama beat number 12 Virginia Tech 1-0. Bama, another softball team, is crazy to see ranked that low. They're usually also in the top 5. Number 20 Mississippi State beat number 17 Arkansas 6-3. Number 24 Arizona beat number 21 Cal 9-5. Arizona, another one of those teams. Last few years they've been kind of, but man, years past, those guys, the Arizona softball team, they've always been like right around the top 5. Saturday baseball, number 23 Auburn beat number 1 Arkansas 8-6. South Carolina beat number 3 Vanderbilt 8-4, and then 8-3 in a doubleheader. Number 4 Clemson beat number 12 Florida State 15-5 and 9-8 in a doubleheader. A lot of double hitters in baseball. Usually you don't see that much. Number 6 Florida beat number 5 LSU 6-4. Like I said earlier, LSU choked away the rest of the series. LSU is winning in the 8th inning, and they end up losing. Number 7 Texas A&M beat number 21 Mississippi State 6-1. Ole Miss beat number 8 Tennessee 8-5. NC State beat number 9 Duke 9-8. UTSA beat Eastern Carolina 4-2. Georgia beat number 11 Alabama 9-5, and then 6-5 in a doubleheader. Appalachian State beat number 13 Coastal Carolina 16-8. Louisville, they beat number 16 Wake Forest 7-3. If I remember right, Wake Forest was number 1 for quite a few weeks this season. West Virginia beat number 17 Oklahoma 9-5, and then 8-3 in a doubleheader. Oklahoma State beat number 18 TCU 6-2. Softball on Saturday, number 1 Oklahoma beat number 19 Baylor 12-3, then 7-4 in a doubleheader. Number 16 Missouri beat number 3 LSU 3-2. Louisville beat number 4 Duke 2-1 in 8 innings. Number 7 Tennessee beat number 25 South Carolina 2-1. Number 9 Washington beat number 13 UCLA 6-4. Washington looking like they're going to make another run at that Women's College World Series. Number 10 Florida beat number 23 Kentucky 9-1 in 6 innings. Florida, another one that's usually right around the top 5. Number 12, Virginia Tech beat number 11, Bama, 8-3. Number 17, Arkansas beat number 20, Mississippi State, 3-0. Number 21, Cal beats number 24, Arizona, 7-6 in 9 innings. Sunday baseball, South Carolina beat number 3, Vanderbilt, 10-2. Number 6, Florida beat number 5, LSU, 12-2. Like I said, after that Friday night game, it was all downhill for LSU. UTSA beats number 10, Eastern Carolina, 6-5. Swept the series, won all 3 games. Georgia beat number 11, Bama, 10-5. Appalachian State beat number 13, Coastal Carolina, 9-8. They won the series. Oklahoma State beat number 18, TCU, 6-3. Sam Houston beats number 15, Dallas Baptist, 6-5. Dallas Baptist is usually a pretty damn good baseball team. Delaware beat number 22, Campbell, 8-5. Cal Poly beat number 25, UC Santa Barbara, 6-3. Number 4, Clemson beat number 12, Florida State, 14-12. A lot of offense in that game. Softball, number 3, LSU beat number 16, Missouri, 4-3. Number 7, Tennessee beat number 25, South Carolina, 7-0. Number 13, UCLA beat number 9, Washington, 6-0. Number 10, Florida beat number 23, Kentucky, 2-1. Virginia, they beat number 11, Clemson, 3-0. Number 20, Mississippi State beat number 17, Arkansas, 15-7. Number 21, Cal beat number 24, Arizona, 8-7. Yesterday in baseball, there's only like 2 or 3 games, no upsets. Softball, number 7, Tennessee beat number 25, South Carolina, 8-0. So, coming up this week in the tournament, some pretty interesting games here. Ones that really stick out to me. Number 6, Clemson versus number 2, Arizona. We're really going to see what Clemson can do in this tournament. You got number 5, San Diego State playing number 1, UConn. Number 4, Alabama versus number 1, North Carolina. That could be an interesting game. Number 3, Illinois versus number 2, Iowa State. I think that should probably be a pretty good one too. Friday, you got number 11, NC State versus number 2, Marquette. This one sticks out here. Number 5, Gonzaga versus number 1, Purdue. Remember, Purdue took an early exit last year. And so the whole conversation like the last year has been, does Zach Edey have enough supporting cast to make a deep run in this tournament? Well, they've gotten to the Sweet 16. We're going to see against Gonzaga on Friday. Number 4, Duke versus number 1, Houston. A lot of people saying that's it for Houston. Duke is going to kill them. I don't know. Duke is not the Duke that we've known the last several years. Houston's got a great team, great defense. They need to make some free throws, unlike they did the other night. But hey, that could be a good one there. And then number 3, Creighton versus number 2, Tennessee. That could be a good game too. So keep in mind, Sweet 16 coming up, but keep an eye on baseball and softball. A lot of good matchups right now. Usually is from into March going into April and May. A lot of good baseball and softball being played now, so keep an eye on those scores if you don't put one on your tablet or phone or whatever. Anyway, we'll be back probably, I don't know if we're going to do one Sunday because it's Easter. May do one, but I do have family coming in again, so may wait till Monday. Anyway, stay busy. Week will go by fast. Enjoy the weekend, basketball, softball, baseball, whatever you're going to watch, and we'll see you next time.